Hello and welcome everyone to tonight's first session of Fool's Gold, our day zero session, where a ragtag group of gunslinging cowboys all meet up.
Yeehaw.
We all play D&D. Now, in our session Fool's Gold, we'll all be starting off in what seems to be in 1860s. In a long, small desert town in Nevada called Devil's Gullet. One of the cruelest places on Earth, actually. No law, no righteousness or anything. All that's out there is just your guns and your wits. It's you against the world. And there's always places for you to stop by and grab a drink. Tonight we start off, actually, on the way over, as three horses begin to trot along the desert path, all side by side each other. You see a smaller fellow, kind of slacking back as he's riding along. A grizzly old fellow with his hat down, and a bigger fellow on the other side. As we are now going to explain our very first character. Trevor, would you like to explain Levi for me?
Sure. Alright. Levi Whiplash McGowan. He is a variant human fighter. He has been a highway robber now for about 20 years. He's got a ragtag group of some of his best friends that he's made over these long years, but he wouldn't dare think about not crossing them in a heartbeat. He's out for profit always.
Thank you. Alright. As you three are hopping along, your two colleagues that you've met along the way, all beside you, the smaller fellow, of course you know him as Tough Ted. And the larger fellow that's to your right, you see, his name is Big Bill. Ted looks at you and goes, "Damn, boss, it's so hot out here, you know."
Well, wouldn't be so hard if you got that last score, you know.
Yeah, but listen, we all made some fumbles. Hey, Bill didn't do good either, okay? And Bill looks down at you and goes, I'm sorry, I messed up that one time. I didn't mean to punch him in the face, you know.
Listen, if that happens again, you might as well think of yourself as a new coffin jockey.
They all kind of look down, feeling the guilt upon their face as they feel a little bit of disappointment for failing what seems to be another highway robbery to you. Ted looks and he goes, "So, what's the deal with this new place that we go to?"
Well, everybody's somebody there apparently. Everybody, even though there's somebody, they're trying to be nobody. That's where we need to be heading right now, after that last one.
Yeah, we just need to lay low right now. Big Bill looks and goes, "Are there gonna be, girls over there, boss?"
Keep your mind out the gutters and keep your mind in your brain, in your head.
But, come on, we've been on the road for hours. I haven't seen a hot bath in forever.
Listen, if you got the money on yourself, then you can go ahead.
Thank you, boss. As you guys are now chatting for what seems to be a couple minutes, not really an hour, as you see the big wooden logo of the town. The sign town says Devil's Gullet. It's not really hanging there that much. One of the chains is loose as it's been pelted with so many bullets and shells. I mean, you can barely even read it, but the words are still there.
Quite
As
charming.
you guys begin to ride out inside the town. As you guys trot along, you're able to stop all of your horses at what seems to be just a smaller saloon. It's a green building. It says the Owl's Den. Simple bar, as far as you know, as you all get off your horses. Roll me an investigation check.
Alright, first roll. That's a 17.
Okay. As you are all getting off your horses, you're kind of grabbing your supplies and stuff. As you know, it's been a long day today. You failed the last raid, so looking over, as you kind of hear chatter as a large group of people have gathered what seems to be not near the center of the town, but way farther back, as a man on a podium is just kind of yelling out to the crowd.
Well, boys, what do you want to do? We can go get a drink, or we can go see what that ruckus is about.
It's all up to you there, boss. We can rent us some rooms if we want, or if you want to check that out, or if you want to stay in the saloon real quick. I mean, we can find out. It's all up to you there, boss.
You two take some time. I know I've been hard on y'all. You need a break. I'm gonna go check that out. Y'all gonna do whatever you want.
Thank you, boss. Make sure to save you a drink as they begin to head on into the bar. So what are you going to be doing now?
I'm definitely gonna go check out that ruckus.
You don't really have to walk that further on. You can kind of feel the dust on your shoes as you begin to walk. It's very dry and humid there. It's barely no waters inside the dirt as you just kind of stumble on in there. It's not really anyone like a big crowd. It's more of people just passing by, kind of looking to see what's going on. As you look over and you see what looks like a wooden milk crate that this man is standing on, as he's holding a very large book, as he's kind of speaking out to the crowd, talking about, good morning there, all fellas. As far as you know, sadly this town's first reverend had passed away recently, and I've been sent to take over his job, to lead you all in the name of the Lord, of course. Everyone to be in better ways that they are. I do guide you that if you ever need any time to talk about your sins or need to release yourself of all the pain, you can always step by inside the church and come and talk to the Lord with me. As he continues rambling on, most of the other people are kind of yelling and stuff like that. One man looks at him and just spits near the box and kind of walks down. He looks...
Is there anything?
The Reverend begins to just kind of look around as he kind of is kind of looking over some people and eyes you down. He goes, "You there, good sir? What brings you here to hear the Lord's word, of course?"
Well, you hear ruckus in the street, you hear people yelling. Everybody's gotta go check it out eventually.
Of course, just a man of the times. do you believe in the word?
Not since I was a kid.
Sad. Well, I do want to remind you that if you ever have guilt upon you or in a war of haziness, please come on by the church up upon the hill, and discuss it with us.
I might just do that.
Well, bless you. As he does his little cross across his chest, he begins to pack up his milk crate. We're going to skip it on by as you know, Ted and Bill are heading inside the bar. Two different fellas kind of sitting at a rounder table look over and see that these other two fellas are walking through the bar. Let's go with, then Nathan, why don't you explain your character first? And then why don't you explain your character, Hunter?
Alright. Tobias Williams is a human rogue. He's a known gambler around pretty much everywhere. He's spent most of his time traveling between saloons, just gambling his life away. And he's out for one thing and one thing only, and that's money.
Okay. And Hunter, why don't you explain your character?
Malcolm Reed, a human gunslinger. He stands 5 foot 9 inches tall, with brown hair and eyes. Seems to be in his late 20s or 30s. He's a notorious outlaw who rides with his partner.
Interesting. As both Tobias and Malcolm are sitting at a table, Malcolm is just kind of sitting there drinking out of what glasses, and Tobias, you're probably playing with your cards, kind of memorizing some of them and flipping through them. As you hear the doors swing open as two people begin to walk through. They sit down at one of the center tables as some of the older fellas that you've obviously known and, of course, beaten in your times, they start laying down cards. As they all begin to start playing. What will you guys be doing?
Well, Malcolm, seeing a couple of new people walk in, wants to kind of walk up to their table and question them. Be like, "Howdy there, strangers."
See, when the smaller fellow looks at you and goes, what's up there? Howdy
Care
there,
for a
fella.
game of cards?
Well, I don't want to brag or anything, but I'm pretty good at cards.
I bet you are. How about we play?
Well, alright. Hey, Bill, you want in on this? Looks over to the bigger fella and goes, alright, why not? As you all begin to play cards. Now, how we're going to be playing cards is you are going to take, seems to be, you're going to take 3d6.
Alright.
Okay. And we're just going to add them. You're just going to roll them, and you're going to add them all up, and you're going to see what you get.
Alright. Let me roll. I got a 9.
Okay. See, as the first round goes, they're all placing down the cards. Sadly, for the first starting rounds, you don't really have that much going for you. You know, kind of looks and he goes, yeah, hey, if I take your money, I mean, that's on you for playing. As he starts laughing, and They start getting drinks as the bartender kind of is going around getting everyone drinks. For the second round, I'm gonna need you to take 3d6 and roll them again.
All right. No, it's not 16. 14.
Okay. You can add your sleight of hand modifier, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh. All right. We're at 21 then.
Ah. Second round goes by. You obviously not with the hand that you're dealt with. Not doing so great. So you pull out 2 more cards from your wrist, as you now have 3 aces right now. Slam him down, and he goes, "Hey, it's just luck."
Damn right.
Of course it is. As he sweat kind of is coming down his face as he's starting to wipe it away. Third round and final round. Roll.
Ooh, okay. I have an advantage on this because of one of my archetypes, so I'm gonna re-roll
Okay.
that. All right, 18.
18. He looks down and goes, 3 kings. I got you now. As you look over at your entire deck, you slam him down. You're at 4 aces.
Sorry, partner.
You got a full house. He goes, God damn. Bill, come on, we're leaving. We ain't doing anything. As he slams down $40.
Better luck next time.
Another lucky game for you, partner.
Whatever. As the 2 fellas begin to walk off. Alright. We're now going to jump to Olivia. Olivia, why don't you explain your character for me?
Well, on to hell, Elton Dwight is a rather large man standing at about 6'9". He's not slim by any means. He's rather bulky. Obviously does his work. He works down by the... I forgot the name of the place, but he helps carry cargo in and out of town, but of course is a drunkard. He's not too bright in the head, and yeah. Wrong boy.
Okay.
Wrong man.
Elton, as you begin to wake up, you had a hard morning, or late afternoon, day. You've been carrying so many boxes, and with all the money that you got, you finally were just like, we're done. We're gonna spend it all on as much booze as we can. As you begin to wake up, you feel the dust on your face as it's dry. As you wake up and you find yourself that you're in what looks like a giant hole.
What the hell?
As you
It's a
begin
prank. Who's...
to kind of grub yourself together and kind of wipe away some of the sand, you stand up and you look and you see that you have found yourself in a shallow grave. Not outside.
I'm always sent out into here.
You see,
I would like to climb out of here if I can.
Sure, you don't need to roll anything. It's not a huge grave. It's not that big. But
Yeah.
I mean, you head out and you look and you see the outskirts of town. You see the Owl's Den bar just standing right there.
I make sure I still have my money on me.
Oh yeah, sure. Roll an investigation check.
Oh boy, I don't think I'm good at those, but let's do this. I'm not smart, you don't understand. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, somehow got a 17.
You begin to immediately pat yourself down. You still have most of your stuff on you. I mean, it's doesn't feel like anything. I mean, there's sand in your pockets now. It doesn't feel. You don't feel that you've lost any of your items, or you see that there's empty bottles of whiskey all around you.
Seems about right.
There is none left of it, though.
Ah,
Sadly.
that's a shame. I'm probably gonna head towards the Owl's Den because I am March.
You start heading into town. Looking around as, again, you open up the grand doors. Bartender looks at you up and down, seeing that you're covered in sand. He goes, "Hey, didn't I lay you in a grave just like last night?"
What, did you think I was dead?
Yeah.
Think again, bucko.
All
Back
right.
for more.
Oh, Christ. Listen, you've already taken like 4 cases.
I don't give a damn. I am a big man, and that requires a big amount of alcohol. I have the money.
Alright. I need $5 for your alcohol right here. Or what type? As you kind of set up at the counter, you sit in one of the bar stools. As he looks you up and down, he's like, "Alright, what do you want?"
Bourbon.
"Bourbon." "Alright." Goes to pour you a glass. Looks
No.
at you and he goes,
Whole bottle.
"Oh. The whole thing?"
I'll pay for it, just give me the damn bottle.
"Alright, that's gonna be double." Slams down the bottle right in front of you. Goes, "Listen, you can have enough alcohol in your life, just I think you've had too much alcohol in your life right now."
Too much. Too much alcohol? Must be a fool. Ah.
"Whatever, your loss. And your grave."
I will be in a grave, fully drunk, and not aware of my surroundings, and I'll be happy that I die.
Alright.
Until then, I shall drink.
Alright, that's all up to you as he starts continuing to wipe it down. We're gonna go down to Audie.
How much do I pay this man? much do I
You're
pay
going
this
to pay him, it's $10.
So, okay.
It's not a lot. Audie, would you like to explain your character?
Okay. Sheriff Bullet is a very intimidating lady, and also she's a sheriff. She became the sheriff because she shot her husband, who was the sheriff and is now the sheriff. That is all.
Okay. Well,
And also she's very angry.
it's early in the morning. You kind of wake up at your desk as you hear hoodlums kind of in their cells, kind of groaning and moaning, as you're kind of messing around with paperwork. See, you've emptied a bottle of what seems to be whiskey already. It was a rough night, just kind of arresting all the drunks from before. You look over as what opens the door, what seems to be your deputy.
Deputy.
Nathaniel Locke. He
So
looks at you
cool.
and goes, "Ma'am, are you good? Can I come in?"
If you dare.
No, sorry, I just... Listen, I'm sorry about last night. There was a lot of hoodlums trying to mess with people. There was one person trying to burn down the place, the church. That was going to be a whole mess to clean up. So I thank you for helping us with that.
Okay. I suppose.
Alright. And so how many's in the cell right now that we got from last night? I don't think, because apparently they were saying that there was a lot more, and about 12 of them. I think we've only got 6.
I counted. It is... Now it is 15.
Oh. Well, that's great there. So, they're no longer there? Well, that's good to hear. Well, hey, I need to ask, Mr. Wells needs to, Mr. Wells was wanting to speak to you, in the Owl's Den after you finish up paperwork and stuff like that. He didn't mean to bother, he just wanted me to tell you.
That's alright.
Alright. Here, I can fill out the paperwork if you want to head on, or, I'm just gonna do my patrol.
That's fine by me. Don't worry about it.
Alright then, ma'am.
I'll keep an eye on these criminals.
Alright. He slides over your, he hands you what seems to be an envelope with, Mr. Wells' signature on it. Saying something of emergency as he gives it to you and he heads on out.
Okay. Take the envelope?
It's just what seems to be just an envelope right now. You can open it up if you want.
Okay. I open the envelope.
You open up and it seems to... Looking at it, it doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. It seems to be a letter from Mr. Wells asking for you to come by the Owl's Den when you have time, because he has something important to talk to you about.
Oh, okay. I put it in my pocket.
Okay. Alright. And now, we are going to go on as one seems to be in the Owl's Den. Let's go to Corey. Why don't you explain your character?
Alright, so my character's name, Jonathan Fitzgerald. He's a 6 foot tall human, weighs around 160 pounds, so he's kind of average. He's not really that, not that skinny, not that built. He worked a farm, or he works a farm that was passed down to him from his father after he passed away from heart failure. And he just tends to it. Doesn't make too much, isn't too broke. It's kind of in the middle.
Okay. As Jonathan is right now, you kind of tend into what seems to be dried up crops. Most of it seems to be just... There's been no rain in forever, so you're just kind of pulling weeds and whatever dry crops you can as a man begins to walk up towards the gate entrance of the farm. He goes, are you, William Fitzgerald?
Nah, that's my dad. He passed away from heart failure a few weeks ago.
Oh,
I'm Jonathan Fitzgerald.
I'm so sorry there, sir. I got
Don't
a
worry
letter
about
for
it. Don't worry
you.
about it. Jonathan's gonna walk up to the gate.
Okay, he goes, I'm terribly sorry about that, but I got a letter addressed to your father, I guess.
Jonathan's gonna accept the letter.
Okay. It's something about the person in Devil's Goal and Mr. Wells.
Don't think I've heard that name before, personally.
Oh, well, if you can, I think it's, you might need to go see him about it. If it's a mix-up, then, you might need to talk to him.
I got you. Don't worry.
Alright. As he hands you what seems to be the envelope from Mr. Wells.
I'm gonna take a good look at it.
Seems to be in just a white parchment. As you open it up, it's what seems to be not the best handwriting, because it almost feels like it's been written very fast, but it's in very elegant handwriting, noting of your father having to go to the Owl's Den to meet up with Mr. Wells.
Guess I gotta go and fill him in on what happened.
Okay. As you kind of look at your dead crops, you begin to get on top of your horse, and you ride off to Devil's Gullet. As afternoon begins to start passing by, it's kind of getting, the sun's still up, but it's kind of getting to what seems to be the afternoon. Levi, you kind of met up with the rest of your gang inside the Owl's Den. Malcolm and Tobias, you're kind of counting the money that you've just received. Sheriff Bullet, you begin to start walking towards the... you're kind of entering into the Owl's Den at this moment right now. And Elton, you're of course not fully drunk, but you're getting there as you're at the bar.
Attaboy.
As Jonathan, you begin to start walking in. You swing open the grand doors.
Me or Jonathan?
As Jonathan, you are walking through, you kind of see Sheriff Bullet kind of looking at each other. You're both about to head inside right now, so what does Sheriff Bullet do?
Spits on the floor like any cowboy would do. Hi. Well, like inside the owl. And then spits on the floor.
As you all head inside. As you all kind of wander around. People are drinking at this point, kind of hooting and hollering. Some of them are partying right now. You see that minors are starting to come in at the time, as the bartender looks at you all of you as all group around. He goes, "Psst, hey guys, come here."
You talking to me?
Yeah, of course I'm talking to you. All of you.
Listen, buddy, I don't know who you think I am.
I don't care. Hey, it's not my problem. It's Mr. Wells wants to speak to you all.
Oh yeah, I kind of need to break the news to him anyways.
Why does he want to speak to us?
I don't know why he wants to speak to you guys. He just said just sends out, and he just wants to speak to you. He's upstairs. Here.
Listen, I'm in the middle of getting to know Mr. Jack Daniels. I'm not done with him, right? So...
that's pretty cute, but, listen, you're already kind of doing a tab right now, and, I'd just go meet Mr. Wells before I start charging the extra.
Well, how do you know who we
they
are?
already paid for my stuff.
Oh, I don't know who you are.
Then how do you know Wells wants to see us?
Because he told me.
But we could just be some normal old people.
Well, he pointed at you all. He went that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Come on.
Fine. Mountain gets up, puts the bottle, like, in his coat pocket. He's a big man. He has big pockets. Puts it in there and just kind of shuffles towards the door, and he's like, Better be worth it.
Yes,
Jonathan seems to be following.
it's worth it, all right. Here, as you all start to head up the stairs, seems to be old wood stairs as the green painting kind of goes up. You enter into what seems to be a hallway, and a man who's leaning against a wall right before a doorway looks at you all and goes, "Yeah, you're all the people. Come on."
Wait, I got a question.
Yep.
Are Bill and Ted following?
Right now, they are not following.
Okay.
They seem to be just sitting at the table down below. You can see everyone. It's not like a big staircase. It's like a balcony almost.
Just making sure.
Jonathan's gonna look at the guy and say, "You sure you want me, man? The letter was from my father."
Well, you got the letter, right?
It was from my father. He passed
Well,
away from.
You got the letter. Head upstairs. It's not. I'm the bartender. It's not for me.
All right. Jonathan starts to head upstairs.
Alright, as you all head upstairs, begin to open up. As you are heading towards this door, it begins to open up as a slim man, what seems to be a handlebar, like a mustache with the curls, looks at you and goes, "Oh, Mr. Wells, the people are here to see you." As you see a man kind of looking over through the doorway at his desk, goes, "Well, send them on in, come on!" As you all enter in what seems to be a grand office, painted with the green doors, as you all fit in what seems to be these. He has all these leather chairs laid out for you all. What does everyone do?
Just about anyways.
Do what now, Hunter? So what is everyone doing?
Elton will sit down in a chair and pull out his bottle of Jack Daniels and continue to drink.
Okay.
Jonathan's gonna raise his hand and say, "Hey, you got this from my father. Jonathan Fitzgerald. My father passed away from heart failure. I don't know if you still want me here, but I mean."
Everyone looks at, you see what seems to be an older gentleman with graying hair as it's kind of slicked back, looks at you all and goes, "Alright, let's get to work. Hey, are you old Johnny, a Williams boy?"
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that would work. You'd work too. I used to run with your father back in the day.
Yeah, it's a shame he had to go so soon.
Of course. It is sad. But, let's get to business. I don't know why I'm talking.
Jonathan takes a seat.
Question.
What is it there, gentlemen?
You mind for smoking here?
Hey, go right ahead. I don't care.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna light up a cigarette.
Oh, he hands you a cigarette as well. Or like a cigar.
Ooh, getting fancy.
I'd light up a cigar as well.
He goes, "Anything for my guest, of course. Oh, and sorry about all this, Sheriff Bullet.
Don't worry about it.
I know you don't like having secrets around your town, but I gonna have an offer for all of you. Oh, before I get into all of this, of course, why didn't I start? My name is Henry Wells. And that gentleman in the corner, as he's points over to his friend kind of leaning against the thing, goes, that is William Fargo, my partner and associate.
Alright, so, why are we here?
Well, I'd like to start off with that. We own a lot of land here in Nevada. A lot of land. Land for banking, land for business, but most importantly, for gold. Now, over the years, a lot of people are trying to get into these gold mines, but there's something not quite adding up. We have someone that's buying what seems to be land that ain't spewing any gold. It's out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why he keeps trying to do this. No one knows who this man is, but well, it's kind of freaking everyone out. Rumors are saying that a group of miners he hired, or whoever this person is, was sent out there, and they haven't shown back up. Now, in my town, I don't really like secrets going around. So if there's ever secrets, there's always rumors, and if there's rumors, there's bad business for me and my partner. So, it's a very simple job for all of you. I want you to go out there and find out who's digging up land that they shouldn't dig up.
We're getting paid for this, right?
Oh, of course you're all going to be getting paid. Fargo, please, get them their wheelchairs. As William Fargo kind of nods his head and goes into what seems to be another door into the office. It's the second door as he starts pulling out big bags of money. Huge,
Now I'm interested.
potato sacks full of money as he slams it down right in front of each and every one of your feet. Wells looks at you all and goes, "You're obviously gonna get paid, but only after I know what's going on at the mines."
That's not quite how this works.
How
Well,
about half up front?
You're supposed to pay us at least 25% up front.
Yeah, partner.
You're all going to be getting 30 grand out of all of this. I ain't paying
Well-
anything. You guys are going to be getting a little bit of money to spend, so I'll pay a little bit for whatever you get. You're obviously going to get paid. I understand where you're coming from, you know. Next to you, and he goes, "You can take out about 100 from your bag."
Deal.
Don't mind if I do.
I'm definitely gonna try to take more.
Roll sleight of hand check.
Alright.
But roll with disadvantage, because I think you have Fargo and Wells that are...
That's a 13.
You see as you're starting to kind of put the wads of cash in your hands, you see a little bit extra as Fargo begins to grab your hand, and he goes, "He said 100.
Can't blame me for trying, though.
Alright. Now, Sheriff, I know that. Now, are you okay with, Now, the reason why I brought everyone out here was because I needed... mostly I just need new faces to kind of blend in. They've already seen my face and my clients, but we want to make sure that, Sheriff, if anything ever happens to these fellas, any crimes or, who's to say murder goes on, they're not going to be hanged or committed to jail, are they?
Think about it. I'll think about it.
Ah, good, Good, but that'd be bad for business, and that'd also be bad for telling your little secret about your husband, of course.
You had the necessity to bring that up. That was years ago.
Well, my apologies. My lips just kind of loosened up a little bit, you know.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I just want to make sure that none of my clients ever get caught.
All right. You got it. I comprehend what you're comprehending. I got it.
Well, thank you there. Alright. So what was Elton going to be doing?
Elton's still sitting in the chair, slamming back that Jack Daniels. Like, he's not... Whenever they set the bag down in front of him, he just kind of holds up a finger like, hold on a moment, while he's just, like, tipping this thing back and slamming it. And he finally finishes, wipes his mouth, and he's like, alright, well, that's good and all, but, like, I have a job already. Get paid for that. And I don't have to
job.
risk my life, either.
That's true, but you won't always find yourself in ditches or in the mud holes that you found yourself in.
I find myself there because I put myself in that situation.
Well, how about for this offer, you get the money, you get the reward, but also all drinks are on the house.
Elton seems to think about that for a moment, and he's like, quite a kind offer. It's hard to refuse, I'm gonna be honest.
It is hard to.
What the hell? I'll do it. Fine.
Ah. Good. Now, I can see that most of you fellas are completely naked from, well, your iron, of course. So, why don't I get you hooked up with the right equipment before you all leave? As...
Let's see what you've got, partner.
Oh, not me, of course. I'm the clientele for business and travel. I don't deal in such necessities, but if you're really wanting to get some firepower, such as that, he opens up what seems to be a wooden box as he puts a key in and undoes it, as inside this scarlet, like fabric it's covering, he undoes a little bit of it, and a small rock is inside as he sets it down right in front of Levi.
He's definitely gonna pick it up. Just start inspecting it.
Now, don't you ever spend that on any booze or women or anything like that. That's special right there.
What even is it?
That. Roll me an investigation check, actually, or persuasion. Are you asking him or going to be
I'm
looking?
asking them.
Okay, do persuasion then.
22.
Yeah. He looks at me and goes, well, if I'm already telling you about this job and not giving you any other features, most people around these parts are looking for, seems to be gold, obviously. And miners will die trying to find it. But they always overlook one small detail. And that's what you're holding right there. That seems to be platinum.
Oh, what? Say.
It's a huge rock of it. Most of the miners that are going to look at it and see that it's some dumb rock that's shining, they're going to throw it in the mud. But if you give it to the right person, well, they might give you something special.
Well, do you happen to know a right person for this?
Why don't you check over at the Pandora? I know, can't really say because not a lot of people go to, you know, this sort of place, but if you head over there and talk to if you talk to Victoria, she can tell you. That's who
What
you
about
probably. That's who you're
I
going
got
to want to give it to you.
I got some boys downstairs as well. They're gonna need a little bit of payment at least.
Well,
Don't give them a lot, because they'll just spend it on useless stuff.
all right. I can add a little bit of a. I can add 800 for both of them. Not 400 for the two.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Fargo, please, can you go and give the two clientels downstairs their share of money right now? He looks at Fargo. Fargo begins to nod as he closes the door behind him and walks down the stairs. Looks at you all and he goes, "Now, we're going to do a little bit of briefing, okay? The job is go there, go to the mines, find out who's digging up stuff that they can't dig, and why, and then just report it back to me so I can understand. Is that clear?"
You got it, boss.
Crystal.
Crystal.
You got it.
Well, thank you.
Yup.
Now, well, can I offer you any whiskey, cigars before you leave?
What about, you got any nice cigarettes?
Oh, we don't smoke that garbage over here. We smoke the big stuff, the big boy league.
Well, sometimes you just need a quick one, you know?
I understand. You could find something in the general store downtown, just near the church. That
All right.
I'll
blasted
take
old
you up
thing.
on that offer.
Elton kind of scoffs when he hears the word church.
Don't even know why the man built the thing. No one even goes to it. He sits there
No one-
preaching to himself. Of course, there's
Well-
some widow somewhere that goes up to that church and sits there and cries and prays. Nah. If you really want to be out here, why'd you even come to Devil's Gullet? It's called Devil's Gullet for a reason.
Well, I think it's a better occupation than any of us have right now. He's doing something that nobody wants to be doing, and he's sticking to it.
Well, I don't blame the man. Alright. Now, take a bottle of whiskey, smoke a cigar, whatever. Just head on out and go find out who's digging up my land.
Alright.
As the Wells begins to open up the door and you guys can head out. Take a couple of shots of whiskey, smoke a cigar. It's all up to you.
Where is Pandora?
Pandora seems to be, it's just right across from the Owl's Den. It's
I'm
about,
definitely,
it's,
I'm definitely heading there.
okay. We get to head downstairs and, Ted looks at you and goes, "Hey, what was that about? Some dude just dropped down 400? What was that?"
We got a job to do, boys.
God, we just got into town, man. Could we not just...
You're going to complain about money.
I'm not complaining about money, I'm just...
Come here. Let me tell you how much we're getting for this.
Alright, he kind of leans in close.
$30,000.
30... What? Bill! You in this? Bill kind of goes, "What is it?"
Keep your voice down.
Alright.
We're getting seriously paid. So we need to make sure we do a good job. Otherwise, we may not get paid for this.
Alright, that's amazing. Yeah. Alright, yeah. I'm ready. Here. Where do you want us to go, boss?
I need you by the horses, both of you, and I need to go to a shop right quick.
Well, alright. They begin to... Big Bill kind of storms out. Ted looks and he goes, I just sat down, come on. And he's like picking himself up and going.
Well, actually, Bill, hand me my cane. I think I can get some more money right quick.
Oh. Here? Now?
Trust me, we already need some more money.
Alright, sure. He goes to the horses. It takes like a minute or two and kind of comes back with this ornate cane.
I just want to kind of like try and hobble with it almost to where I look like I can barely walk.
Ah, of course. Roll a deception check.
Wouldn't that be performance?
Yeah, we'll make a performance. I was thinking deception because that's talking to someone. Yeah, do performance.
That is a dirty 20.
Alright. You kind of, you start heading outside, putting your cane to the way it is. You kind of put dirt on you and like throwing dirt on you. Like putting in what seems to be in your beard and stuff like that, like dirting yourself up as you get into what this old man form. Like you look old, but like you've been running around like you tough dude, but like getting into this form, you actually kind of look your age now.
Now watch and learn, boys. Just how simple walk can get you plenty of money.
Whatever. You're the boss. Ted goes, alright.
And I'm going to walk into Pandora.
Okay. We're going to cut back to everyone else. What is everyone else doing? You guys are still in the Owl's Den.
Alton, he's taken about $100 from his bag, and he's gonna head out of the Owl's Den, and he's actually gonna head towards the town bit where people live, and he's gonna go visit his mother.
Oh, sure. Kind of take your money and put it in your pocket as you head outside. You see that the buildings begin to they go from grand to small to medium to, they go in different orders as you kind of head down more towards the church, as it gets into what seems to be not well-kept shacks. As you open up this rickety door, you see your old mother kind of just sitting there in her bed.
Alton kneels down by the bed and he's like, Mama, are you awake?
She kind of rubs her eyes and goes, oh, Elton, is that you?
Yes, Mama, it's me.
Oh, I was so worried you didn't come home last night, and
I know, Mama, I shouldn't have done that to you. I didn't think about it. I did how Papa used to do. I went and got slapped drunk silly.
You know that alcohol's just poisoning you. It's gonna kill you there, boy.
But it helps me, Mama. It helps me.
Listen, for once in your life, please put the bottle down.
Alton absent-mindedly pats at his jacket where the bottle is still at. He's like, Mama, I can't make any promises, but I will make a conscious effort to try. Oh, I have something for you.
What is he?
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out the full $100.
Her eyes in this kind of, she's not like sleepy, ill-stated state, begin to widen up. She goes, did you rob the bank?
Oh, Mama, I've been hired for a job.
What are you doing?
Trying to figure out who's digging on land they ain't.
What? You going on some crazy job just? Oh dear, she kind of is like almost like in the state of almost passing out, but she's kind of getting back up and like kind of talking to you.
Hey, listen. You should not be living in this kind of place. You've worked too hard all of your life, right? You don't deserve to be here. You deserve to be closer to town, closer to the store. You shouldn't have to walk almost a mile to get
I
groceries.
can walk fine to the store.
Grandma, you were... Sorry, not Grandma. Did not say Grandma. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Look, Elton, you're just tired right now.
And a little bit drunk, but...
What? I told you
Besides
to put
the
down
point.
the bottle.
Not like I was drinking right now, Mama.
Look, we are when it's Sunday, we are heading to church.
Mama, you know I don't believe in that.
Well, we are going to either you drop the bottle or we're going to pray about the bottle.
Mama, I want you to listen to me. Them hoodlums running the street, they about knocked you down and broke you. I ain't gonna deal with that again. Or someone might be hurt and it's not gonna be you.
Well, I thank you there.
But this is just beginnings of some actual money. I can get you closer into town. I can get you into a better living situation. I will. I'm gonna take care of you. No, Dad wasn't here to do it all them years, but if I can do it, I will.
Her eyes begin to tear up as she kind of puts her arms around, not all the way around you, but kind of near, like, where the side of, because you're just a big dude.
I am a big man.
She, like, is just kind of barely hugging on to you, like, in a weak state, because she's still in bed, and she's tearing up. She's like, oh, thank you. Hell, you've been a good boy.
I try, Mama.
Well, I'll take it. The thank you. You don't have to do
Don't
all
be buying
this to me.
anything silly.
Now, don't you wasting all that money that you're going to be earning all on booze, you know?
I won't, Mama.
Oh, thank you. Well,
Oh, come on.
I'm too tired for right now, so I'm gonna head on to bed, alright?
He gives her a light little smooch on top of the head.
She smiles. As she...
And Mama, don't overextend yourself and don't go out unless you have to. You know them hoodlums are worse around this time of day.
I promise.
Better.
She's like, I've been a sharpshooter far more than your father was whenever he was your age. So I'm
Mama, I'm
still
in my
pretty.
40s.
I'm still pretty good with my gun.
Mama, I'm in my 40s.
You're 40 now? Oh
I'm
jeez. But I still feel like you're just my little boy.
45.
She's kind of rambling on right now as she's kind of talking out of her head as she's kind of going back to bed, and she quietly goes back and sleeps.
Elton leaves. Yeah, he actually sets something on the nightstand before he leaves, though. Let me make sure that I have it. I do. Haha. He sets a small necklace. This is something that he's purchased a while back. A long while back. This is like a very simple chain and necklace, a small chain with some kind of little heart locket.
Oh.
Sets it there. She's never really had money to buy anything, so this is something for her.
Of course. Alright. So, Tobias and Malcolm, now that you guys are heading outside Will's office, what will you guys be doing?
Well, partner, how about we get going?
Lights up a cigar. Well, to work it is, partner.
And we're gonna head to Pandora.
Alright. And, what is Sheriff Bullet doing?
I'm going back. Oh, going back to the cells.
Okay. And Jonathan, what are you doing? Well, okay there.
Oh, sorry, I was being
That's a really good
Uh,
choice, Corey. I think that's an excellent choice to go.
Interesting
Sorry.
choice.
I deeply apologize.
That is okay, don't worry.
Jonathan is going to follow Malcolm and Tobias.
Okay. As Sheriff Bullet is going back to her cells, back to the sheriff's office, Tobias, Malcolm, and Jonathan all start to head to Pandora with Levi, as Levi's already there. You don't actually see Levi. You see an elderly man wearing the same clothes that Levi was wearing, just with a cane and like hunchbacked, as Elton begins to open up the door from his old place and starts to head to Pandora as well. You're all at the outside of Pandora. So what is everyone doing? I'm guessing, Levi, you are going in first?
I want to be leading, but I want to bring somebody who's younger looking than.
By the
I'll
way
probably be
things look,
Jonathan.
it would be either Jonathan or Tobias. Who's the oldest?
I am.
No,
Tobias the
from
oldest.
Tobias or Jonathan.
Tobias is like 32.
How old
I'm
is
45.
Jonathan?
Who's cliche?
Jonathan is a good 23 years old.
Ooh.
Which one's clean shaven?
It's
Oh,
Jonathan.
Jonathan's
Jonathan
definitely
is
clean
definitely
shaven.
looking the youngest right now.
Definitely taking Jonathan in. Alright,
Alright.
just stick to what I say. We're gonna get a lot more than this is worth, okay?
Gotcha, buddy.
Alright. And we're gonna head on in.
Okay. As you open up the doors, you can hear the piano in the corner just kind of clanging it out, as it's a grand party right now. You see that there's women all about clinging drinks, kind of chatting in the balcony above, kind of looking down as there's patrons all just hooting and hollering, as a woman looks at you guys and goes, "Well, howdy there, partners.
Hello?
What brings you here to Pandora?"
Well, my son, he found something that, I think you'd quite like it.
And, who's this, what is this thing?
I'll pull out the chunk of platinum.
This woman begins to look at it and goes, "You found a rock! Good job!" and kind of pats Jonathan on the head.
It's not just a rock.
"It's not a rock? Well, it looks like a shiny rock," as she kind of hands it back to you, Levi.
Jonathan seems a little bit upset.
This right here is platinum.
Uh-huh.
And a good friend of mine told me that you guys pay a good penny for it.
Well, I'm just the barmaid. If you want to bring any business and stuff like that, you're gonna have to talk to Mother Victoria, of course. Kind of points over to what seems to be a grand woman in what like a feathered, like a dress with like a feather scarf, is over there, kind of talking to some men.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Good luck with the rock.
Good luck with the job.
Of course. And she kind of goes back and is just kind of messing with more men, kind of bringing them drinks.
Jonathan looks fuming.
What does Jonathan say to Levi?
Damn
That is
you,
that
you damn little He's not gonna say anything else.
Listen, we're gonna get a good pay for this. Just shut your mouth and go along with it. This lady over here is gonna buy our shtick.
Alright. Okay.
Be there and act like a son, okay?
Okay, Dad.
So what would you guys like to be doing now?
We're definitely going to be heading over to the lady that she pointed at.
Okay. You head over and this not younger lady from before, but kind of more of an elderly lady with more grayish hair. Kind of looks and goes, and what brings you into my bar right now?
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Well, aren't you
I heard-
beautiful?
Yes.
I heard from your barmaid over there that you're buying some interesting stuff.
I'm buying. What are you gonna be selling?
Alright, I'm gonna pull up the platinum.
She looks at you and goes, where the hell did you get this?
My son here, he mined it up in the mines.
Found it in the mines. Yeah, that's real cute. All right, hang on. Tana, come here. As she points over to the barmaid and that was just talking to you, and goes. She goes, here. I want you to put this in my room. Now, you two. What would you be liking to trade for this rock? Of course.
We were hoping to get paid. I know that this isn't just a rock.
Oh, I know it's more than a rock.
What? How much you thinking money wise?
Well, you can either sell it off to me for a couple hundred. I could do more, but well, I don't know where you got this rock. You said you found it, of course. Or you can look at our special stock.
Well, what do you got in your specials?
Well, why don't you come on over here as her and Tana begin to look over to. She kind of is bringing the two of you guys to what seems to be just upstairs to a bookcase.
Alright, come on there.
Okay, Dad.
As you two start to head on, everyone else begins to start walking into the bar at the same time. So what is the rest of the party doing?
What exactly is Pandora?
Pandora's a place where you wanna stay when you're lonely.
Tobias knows what it is.
Pandora's for the party people.
I'm just gonna see if he can get his booze bottle filled back up.
It's more than just a party people. But sure, yeah. You see the bartender over there. This nice red-headed woman looks and you goes, and what you be having there, laddie?
Well, I think I'm gonna try and get this filled up if I can. And he opens up his jacket, reaches in and pulls out the bottle, and sets it down like the full-sized whiskey bottle or bourbon
You
bottle.
don't need this dumb crack, as she swipes it away and crashing it against like the floor. She goes, how about a boot? As she slams down this even bigger bottle of whiskey than before. She goes, I got whiskey, bourbon, some strange thing from across the seas called a
What?
vodka.
You know what? Try the clear stuff. It looks like water.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't taste like water though, but you can have it. That'll be $20
The
No,
whole bottle?
for the
Elton,
whole bottle.
I'm not gonna try and tell you what to do, but are you sure you wanna get hammered before the job?
I'm always hammered before every job I do.
Fair enough.
the bartender looks at you, Tobias, and goes, "And what about you there, laddie?
I'm not gonna have anything.
Nothing?
I guess he pays up $20.
Okay. No booze, cards, women?
Cards?
We have cards. We got some
Yeah,
women over
sure.
there in the corner. that are playing.
Nah, just the cards.
Oh, okay. She kind of reaches out and sets down what seems to be a simple pack of cards. It's got gold lining on it because it has the Pandora logo on it.
Is this like Pandora as in Pandora's box?
Someone got the reference. Yay.
Doesn't Pandora's box hold unimaginable
Yeah.
horrors?
And
So that's the other
speaking of
thing.
horrors, let's switch
Oh,
over to
no.
Levi and Jonathan. You see as this mother kind of brings Victoria kind of brings you over to this bookshelf and goes, "And for our fine collection." She
Oh no.
begins to flip down what seems to be a book as you hear clicking inside the walls as like gears are going as the entire bookshelf opens inwards as you, Levi, and Jonathan step inside a darkened room.
Well, come on. Got business to do, Levi. Jonathan.
Hi, Dad.
She
You
looks
feeling
at you
alright
too and
today?
she goes, "Alright, now for our fine stock." She begins to light a lantern as that barmaid from before looks over and goes, "Okay, so basically this is how things work." And she starts
She's
laying
Russian?
out. She lays out all these guns.
Oh my god, she's Russian.
She goes,
I knew she wasn't dumb.
What do we got here?
"Well, we have repeating rounds. We have 6 shooters, obviously. We also have shotguns in case anyone needs it. Not really anything out of the ordinary. Mostly concealment and normal."
How many of these could I get with this platinum?
"Well, with this platinum, how many people found," she does quote on airs, "this platinum?"
Well, my son found this platinum.
"So just one?"
Well, I might need something as well, you know?
"Well, if he's the only one that found it, then I think it's
Yeah.
just one. How many people
Well-
found?"
He's a little dumb in the brain and can't quite make the best business deals. That's why I'm here.
"Okay, cut to the chase. How many guns do you need in total?"
Like 6.
Simple question. Thank you. Alright, what do they need?
Let's see.
We have hunting rifles, we have repeating rifles, we have 6 shooters, and shotguns.
Give me 2 repeaters,
Um,
2 shotguns, and 2 revolvers.
Alright. For most of it, it's actually just going to be whatever every firearm that everyone had in their character sheets.
Yeah.
Basically, you guys started out with nothing. Except for Levi, and I guess Tobias and Malcolm would have had theirs.
And the sheriff?
Yeah, oh, of course, the sheriff would have had hers.
The
So-
sheriff didn't shoot her husband. She doesn't have a gun.
Wait a second. She didn't shoot
That's
him.
not Carol
She doesn't
Baskin.
have-
Well,
I'm
actually,
sorry.
make that, instead of those revolvers, make it 2 hunting rifles instead of those revolvers.
Okay. Alright. Now, we're gonna have to, for ammo, you're going to have to pay in cash.
Yeah, obviously.
So, how many rounds? How many rounds do you have in total right now for the...
I think I have about, 30 rounds for my revolver.
I
Okay.
started with 40, I think.
I didn't write down how many I had for my pistol.
Everyone's gonna have like basically 30 rounds mostly. Well, I
Okay.
mean, I guess Tobias can have 40 if it said 40.
I don't know. I don't think it said 40. I'll just start with 30.
I'm just
I
gonna
put
start
50. Do you want me to put it back at 30?
Well, I mean, what guns is Malcolm mostly using?
Shotgun.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Wait, well, yeah, I guess 30. Because 50's too much.
Alright. So, how much is each ammo?
Well, how much do you got on you?
That's not how this works. I need prices before I pay.
Well, did someone give you this platinum?
Can we just cut the BS real quick?
Who gave you the platinum?
Alright. I'm just gonna stand up, just start wiping it off. Just start wiping the dirt off, just kind of put the cane to my side like I didn't do
Yes, that makes sense. Okay. So you just kind of want to get rid of the old man look.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're still old. It's just
Dirty man.
Old man act.
the old
now
man
just
act.
old man.
Now he's just old man.
Alright.
He got rid of the old. Now he's just man.
And boy.
Boy.
Uh,
All right.
Gentleman across the street gave it to me.
Does the gentleman have a name?
What was his name again?
Mr. Wells.
It's Wells over there.
Jay.
Wells over there gave it to me.
Okay. Sorry, I had to do something really quick. But, looks new goes, well, if it was Mr. Wells, then, it's free.
Oh,
No charge. Just take the rounds, take your weapons, and go.
you guys keep the platinum though for the weapons. I know that. I ain't a fool in business.
No, we take the platinum, of course. This is, the rest of it is all due to the platinum.
Alright. Jonathan there. Jonathan, will you, please go get the other fine gentleman? Except, I don't want that sheriff. I want my boys in here. Go get my boys.
Oh, the sheriff's not with you guys.
Okay. Go get my boys and the other gentleman in the bar with you. You hear that, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Alright. Jonathan, you can head on out and go and find the others.
That's what he's gonna do.
Just don't bring that woman in here. I want my boys and the rest of those people in here.
Jonathan, you begin to head on out as you can see everyone else kind of sitting at bars and kind of just, you see most of them are at the bar counter and the others are kind of talking. Malcolm's is just talking to Tobias and Eldon is drinking this new thing of vodka, but he doesn't know what it is. Because like most of the label on it is just wiped off. It's like halfway on it. It's just in the bottle.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
How soon until Elton feels the effects of the beverage?
Roll a Constitution saving.
I have a +3 to Constitution, so let's.
Okay, you can hold your out. Let's see. What'd you get?
I got D20.
Right now, you don't feel it at all.
Hey.
It went down weird. It doesn't taste like any bourbon or whiskey you've ever tasted. It tastes like rotten potatoes. You're just like, ugh. You'll still drink it, though.
But then I keep drinking it.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, it's disgusting. Gulp, gulp, gulp.
Yeah. It's me with coffee. The IRL with coffee.
Alright.
Oh, this is disgusting. I need more dirty bean juice.
Alright. As you all grab your guns and kind of you begin to put everything in Victoria gives you what seems to be a potato sack and like is putting all the guns in it and gives it to you, Levi.
Well, thank you for business.
And pleasure doing business. You know how much this platinum's gonna do for me?
More than it would have done for me, I'll tell you that.
Alright, hey. You steer clear of any lawmen out there for how much guns there, because not a lot of people know about this place. So if you could keep, sealed lips, that'd be great.
Yeah. You know, I'm not that quite favorable with the lawmen myself.
It's true.
Little bit ironic.
As you all head outside into the main lobby of Pandora. You can all head outside and get on horses if you want. It's all up to you.
Let's see. I want to give people the guns, basically.
You want to do that inside Pandora or outside?
Definitely inside.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alan's just at the bar. He's like, so wait a minute. Where are you from? Well, obviously ain't from around here.
Wait, for me? The red-haired, she goes, I was imported in looking for work out of sight of Scotland.
Scotland? Where's that?
It's on the other side of the waters.
Lake?
No, not a lake. It's other side of the world.
Oh, dang.
Oh yeah, it was a long trip. I don't even remember because I wasn't there. I was a baby at the time. But well,
So-
I've ended up here in this dry ditch.
Hey, listen. It may be a dry ditch, but there are some admirable qualities about this place.
Yeah, there's a pretty nice out here. All right, as you all, Levi, you can hand out the guns as you kind of open up the sacks and start handing out guns. You see that there's some patrons that are kind of eyeing you up and down, looking at you guys.
Yeah, let's see. So, I'll give Jonathan a shotgun. And I'm going to take a shotgun for myself.
Okay.
I'll give...
Ron had a rifle and revolver.
Basically what I'm saying is you're going to spread out the guns, and whatever guns you have in your inventories, that's what you guys get.
How much damage does a shotgun do again?
2d8.
D8? Cool.
I'm definitely taking a shotgun, though.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, you can get another shotgun, and you'll just have to add it to your character equipment. As you all head out into your outside, you see William Fargo has kind of sat out, holding a bunch of reins of horses as he looks at you all and goes, "Are you all heading out now?"
I reckon
Let's-
so.
Everybody?
Yep.
Yep, let's go on ahead and head out.
Alright.
Alright.
As gives you the reins as you all get onside your saddles on your horses. All your equipment is on the other sides of it. So you look up into the sunset, seeing the broken wooden side of Devil's Gullet. And you all ride off.
Can I actually talk to Bill and Ted as we're riding off, just how away
Sure,
from the
you
group?
can talk before.
Wait, is that Bill and Ted is in Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventures?
No, it's just,
No.
it's Tough Ted and Big Bill.
So did we just leave the sheriff?
I think we did.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yeah, no, we don't need no lawmen.
Don't worry about it.
We don't need no lawman where we're going.
She'll find us eventually.
We need to talk, Bill and Ted. So, can I try to like pull Bill and Ted closer?
You look over and you see that Ted and Bill begin looking at you. Ted kind of looks at you and goes, what is it, boss?
Alright. Are we away from the rest of the group?
Oh yeah, everyone's getting on their saddles. Fargo's helping people up right now.
I need you to find out what these people are about. Find out just about anything you can.
Anything?
Anything. And anyone.
Alright.
We-
What's
we
this
are-
all for? The job?
This is all for a little job, but what you're doing is just for a little insurance.
I like it, yeah. We can do insurance. Yeah. You want us to collect some insurance while we're here in town?
I wouldn't start collecting yet. Just get some information, okay?
Ah, gotcha. You want to wait until you're back to collect?
Well, yeah. To be honest, I don't quite trust you guys by yourselves. But I'm trusting with this. That's why you're getting paid. Don't fail me now, boys.
We won't fail you. Big Bill looks at you and goes, you don't have to worry about me. It's him you gotta worry about most of the time.
Alright.
You stay safe out there.
Don't you go spend that money in one place.
Well, I don't try to. Alright.
Alright.
As you all head off into the sunset, sadly, since all sessions are about near 2 hours long for this one, we are sadly going to have to cut it off for today.
It's okay.
Thank you.
I am so
Alright,
sorry.
that was cool.
Well, you know what we could do?